Welcome friends for week 4 of the Holiday Distress series. Today we'll work with the quality of the water element to help us release the overthinking, the judgment and criticism through ourselves and others, and reconnect to the inner nourishment, contentment, and a sense of ease. For today's practice, I suggest to have 2 blocks, but they're optional. I'll see you on the mat. Today we're gonna start laying down on our back. So take a moment arriving laying down, keeping the legs into a butterfly, open them wide to the side. The arms may stay anywhere where they feel comfortable. Maybe bring them on the belly if that resonates. And take a moment to arrive into the space by taking a full breath in. Open the mouth, exhale, let the breath go. And then observe how is the state of the mind. Is there any overthinking, any worries, any fear in your mind? Any judgment or criticism? Can you allow that to soften and to release with the next breath? Taking a full breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale, let the breath go. And then connect to your body. Feel the sense of support of the earth underneath your head, underneath the shoulders. Feel the sense of openness in your hips. Soften. And notice the breath moving in the abdominal region, expanding with each inhale in the abdominal walls, and relaxing the abdominal walls inward with each exhale. Like a wave, inhaling, expanding the abdominal walls, and exhaling, releasing, relaxing to the abdominal walls. One more breath here. And set an intention for this class to cultivate an inner nourishment and contentment. Take a moment to bring the knees into the chest and start to create a circular motion with your knees. Finding a rhythm that is pleasant, staying present with the shift of contact and sensation of the body onto the mat, opposite direction of these circles. Finding a rhythm that is pleasant for you today. And then pause in center, relax the arm by the side, lengthen the legs up to the ceiling. And now spread the legs wide and create a big circle moving forward and coming back up to the sky. This circle can be as big as moving a few inches off the mat, or could be smaller. Either or, it is perfect, bigger or smaller. Allow yourself to create circular motion with your legs. This helps to release any sense of heaviness into our legs so we can let things flow. We can let that inner nourishment move through us. Continue for just a moment longer. One more circle here. And then bringing the knees in, great job. Rock yourself forward, all the way forward, into a tabletop position onto hands and knees. And from here, start to create a circular motion with the entire body. This motion may be bigger, smaller, faster, slower, either or, it is perfect. Allow yourself to reconnect to the sense of inner nourishment, of contentment, that arises when we become present, moving into the opposite direction. As if with this circle you were erasing any judgment, criticism, overthinking, wiping them off. And then pause and gently relax down onto the belly, bringing the finger wider than the mat, the elbow up to the sky. With the next inhale, rise up for a dramatic cobra. And with exhale, coming back down. 2 more, inhaling, rising for dramatic cobra. And with exhaling, coming back down. 1 more, find your own rhythm. And gently coming into a tabletop position once more. Extend the left leg out in line with the right knee. And with inhale, reach the left arm up to the sky. And with exhale, thread the arms and look over to the right, over in the arm. Inhaling, reaching, opening, lengthening. Exhaling, threading. 1 more here, inhaling, reaching, opening. And follow your own exhale. And gently bringing the left hand down, left knee in. Moving on to the right side, out, right leg outside. Inhaling, reaching the right arm up. Exhaling, threading and looking to the left. Inhaling, reaching the right arm up. Exhaling, threading and looking to the left. 1 more, follow your breath here. And gently come back onto hands and knees. Great job. Take a moment to tuck the toes and lift the tailbone up to the ceiling. Maybe bending one knee at a time for just a breath, arriving in this pose, checking in with yourself. And gently pausing center with the next inhale, reach the right leg up and back. And with exhale, gently step the foot in between your hands, drop the knee, and rise the arms up. Inhaling, reach and lengthen. And exhaling, cactus, the arms look up to the sky. 1 more, inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, cactus, the arms, and pause for a breath here. Feeling that openness to inner nourishment. Feeling that contentment. And gently bringing the hands down, lift the back knee and add a little bouncy motion onto your hips. This is where maybe the blocks can come handy as you create a bouncy motion up and down, up and down, up and down, creating a sense of release into the hips for just a moment longer. 1 full inhale. Open the mouth, exhale, let the breath go. And from here, spin down the back heel, turn to face the side of the mat, and rise up into a star. Inhaling, reaching and look up. Exhaling, cactus your arms. And start to sway to the front and to the back of the mat, as if you were moving in water. Maybe you can soften your eyes closed and allowing yourself to move freely. Side to side, arms lifting up and moving down, whichever feel comfortable, pleasant. Feeling the sense as if the water is releasing, is cleansing. All the overthinking, all the judgment, all the criticism, letting it all go, washing away and off you. Continue to follow your own rhythm for just a breath longer. And with the next inhale, reaching your arms up into a star. With exhale, finding a warrior 2 facing the front of the mat. Bend deep into the front knee, soften the shoulder, and allow yourself to be here in stillness for a moment, sensing the contentment within with the next breath. And flipping the front palm, inhaling, reverse the warrior. Exhaling, windmill the hands down, frame the front foot. Stepping back, lower knees, chest and chin down onto the mat. Use the inhale to find a cobra, squeezing shoulder blade down and back. And exhale to come into down facing dog. And now with the next inhale, reach the left leg up and back. And with exhale, gently step the foot in between your hands and drop the back knee. Use the inhale to rise the arms up. And exhale to cactus your arms. Inhaling, reaching the arms up. Exhaling, cactus your arms. And now pause for a breath, breathe. And gently relax, hands down. Maybe here we grab the blocks. We lift the back knee. And we add a little bouncing motion into the hips, up and down, giving it a rhythm. Just a small displacement, but we give it a rhythm. And then we gently pause the rhythm, spin down the back heel, turn to face the side, reach and rise, inhaling into a star. With exhale, bring the hands to the heart space. And now we're gonna start to bend one knee at a time. You can keep your hands onto your heart, or you can bring the hands onto blocks. You can go as deep as all the way to the floor, or stay more upright. Just try to keep the back heel down when you move and bend the knee. Continue following your rhythm. You may like to pause an extra breath in one or the two sides, or you may continue to move side to side. Choose what resonates from a place of bringing nourishment and contentment to the body and to the mind. One more breath here. And with the next inhale, root to rise. With exhale, warrior two, facing the front of the mat. Bend deep into the left knee, soften the shoulder, and pause here in stillness. Come back to the inner contentment within, for being here, for who you are, for all you have, for just a moment longer. And then flip the front palm, inhaling, reverse the warrior. And with exhale, windmill the hands down, frame the front foot, stepping into a high plank, lower knees, chin and chest down. Let's come up into a sphinx pose, onto elbow and knee. Relax the shoulder, down and back. Relax the jaw, and breathe in the space. Maybe noticing the abdominal wall expanding throughout the floor with inhalation and softening inward with the exhalation. Continue for 2 breaths longer. And gently release down. Use the hands to frame the head, bend the knee, and windshield wiper the feet right and left, in a rhythm that is pleasant for the body and the mind. And then relax in center. Press yourself up into a seated position. And here we'll get more into the hips. So my invitation is to sit on a block or a bolster or a pillow or anywhere. We start by bending the right knee, bringing it through the midline, and then crossing the left foot across and over. We want to try to bring the knees to center. From here, you may stay upright, or you may decide to fall forward. Whichever resonates for me today, I'll choose to stay upright. Breathe in the space. This pose, Mogukasana, helps to stimulate those points called marma points, connecting to the water element, the fluid within our body, to allow them to flush away all the judgment, criticism, overthinking, and allow us to bring forth inner nourishment and contentment for just a breath longer. And gently we release. And we move on to the opposite side. This time the left knee is down and the right ankle cross over the knee, bringing the knee closer to the center. Finding a tall spine or choosing to fall down. Either or is perfect. I choose to stay up tall today. And breathe into the space. Allowing yourself to connect to that inner nourishment and that contentment from within. 2 breaths here. Great job, and gently release. Fantastic job. Removing the block to the side. Coming with the knees to the front. Gently let's lower down onto the mat. Slowly, 1 vertebra at a time. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Let's bring the knee in and finding a happy baby. Grabbing the outer edge of the feet. And giving ourselves a little rock side to side. If you like for today, since we have been working with the hips, you may like to extend one leg and pause for a breath. Extend the opposite leg and pause for a breath. Or maybe extending both legs. Notice and play around for just a breath longer. And then gently come back to center, relax down into our final Shavasana. Taking a full breath in, feel the belly completely. And full exhale out. Allow yourself to just be. And as you are completely supported by the earth underneath, supported by the pull of gravity, imagine yourself being on the shore of a calm, peaceful, crystalline clean, clear lake. And as you watch this beautiful lake surrounded by trees, with the sun rays creating a ripple effect on the surface, you decide to walk into the lake. And the water just the right temperature for you to relax, to bathe and allow yourself to float effortlessly. Let yourself be carried by the water, feeling that inner nourishment, that contentment, that wave of relaxation as the water of this beautiful lake is mothering you, is supporting you completely, giving yourself permission to release all the effort and to let yourself be at peace, at ease, content for just a moment longer. Now it's time to come back on the shore of the lake and come back into your body. But let the contentment and the sense of ease remain as you bend the knees and gently turn onto one side, rising up into a seated position. And as you arrive in your seated position, just notice how you feel. Maybe observing the state of your mind, observing how the body feels. Bringing the hands over to the heart space, bow down, honoring yourself for dedicating this time to your practice and honoring that inner contentment that is always within you to connect to. Namaste. Thank you for joining. If you'd like to join us live, check the link below. We'll be keep going every Monday until December 15, 5:30 p.m. PST. I can't wait to see you next week. Happy holidays.